For every pack of cigarettes smoked per day, we can reliably estimate a 14-year reduction in lifespan.
Smoking and vaping, both methods of using nicotine, seriously endanger the health and well-being of today's youth. These addictive habits have subtly spread throughout society, attracting a concerning number of teenagers. According to the World Health Organization, more than 8 million people die from tobacco use every year. The addictive qualities of nicotine, coupled with the diverse health risks linked to smoking and vaping, highlight the urgent need for focused attention and comprehensive initiatives to fight against this social problem. Dr. Andrew Huberman, a well-known neuroscientist, shares valuable information about nicotine, its risks, and practical ways to overcome the clutches of addiction.
So nicotine does a lot of things in the brain and body, and so I'd like to begin by talking about what exactly nicotine is and how it impacts your brain and body. So what is nicotine and where is it found?
Nicotine, often unfairly associated solely with the act of smoking, holds a more complex role in both nature and human behavior. Dr. Andrew Huberman brings a fresh perspective, urging us to understand nicotine beyond its stereotypical link to cigarettes. Rather than dismissing nicotine outright, Dr. Huberman invites us to understand its origins and uses. Nicotine, as Dr. Huberman clarifies, is not confined to the world of smoking. It is a natural component found in the tobacco plant, and intriguingly, in smaller doses in nightshades like tomatoes, eggplants, sweet peppers, and potatoes. Interestingly, nicotine serves as a pesticide, rendering insects infertile and protecting plants. This adaptive quality underscores the potency of nicotine as a defensive mechanism in the natural world. However, the crux of the matter lies in the delivery method of nicotine. Dr. Huberman highlights that burning tobacco significantly boosts the availability of nicotine. This rise in availability explains the popularity of smoking and vaping as preferred methods of ingestion. The allure of these methods lies not only in the psychological aspects of smoking, but also in the rapid delivery of nicotine to the bloodstream. By reframing the discussion around nicotine, Dr. Huberman encourages us to move beyond the binary narrative of smoking being inherently evil. Instead, he prompts us to consider the diverse contexts in which nicotine exists, from the agricultural fields to the culinary world. The side effects of vaping are alarming: increased levels of depression, permanent impairment of the dopamine system, and a higher difficulty in quitting compared to smoking make it a dangerous habit to break free from. The pivotal distinction between smoking and vaping, as highlighted by Dr. Huberman, lies in the absence of tobacco in the latter. While this may initially appear positive, it reveals different concerns. The design of vape pens involves a liquid medium and low heat, a combination that vaporizes nicotine, allowing it to enter the bloodstream swiftly. Dr. Huberman draws a striking parallel, likening the delivery method of vaping to that of smoking crack cocaine. Both ways facilitate a rapid increase in nicotine concentration in the bloodstream, resulting in an equally swift spike in dopamine, the neurotransmitter associated with pleasure and reward. The alarming reality, as Dr. Huberman underscores, is the highly habit-forming and addictive nature of vaping. The speed at which dopamine levels surge creates a neurological pathway that beckons individuals back for more. This phenomenon is particularly concerning among young people, with a rise in vaping rates among these under 25. Dr. Huberman emphasizes the impact on the developing brain, which becomes wired for the increased dopamine release associated with vaping. The consequences of vaping extend beyond immediate pleasure. Dr. Huberman explains the side effects that accompany prolonged vaping, including increased levels of depression. With repeated use, dopamine levels eventually drop below baseline, contributing to a cycle of dependence. Moreover, he highlights the permanent impairment of the dopamine system, a grave concern for those entangled in the web of vaping addiction. Astonishingly, Dr. Huberman notes that quitting vaping is even more challenging than quitting smoking. In unraveling the dangers of vaping, Dr. Huberman prompts us to reconsider preconceived notions about the safety of this modern trend. The allure of fruity flavors and sleek devices masks a dangerous reality: the potential for long-term neurological and psychological consequences. By shedding light on the parallels between vaping and hard drugs, Dr. Huberman sounds a cautionary note, urging society to confront the actual risks of this contemporary habit. One of Dr. Huberman's most striking revelations is the stark correlation between daily cigarette consumption and reduced lifespan. Dr. Huberman cites a chilling statistic: for every pack of cigarettes smoked daily, there is an estimated 14-year reduction in lifespan. This sobering reality underscores the gravity of the health risks associated with smoking and prompts a reevaluation of the choices individuals make regarding nicotine ingestion.
Smoking and vaping reduces penis size and also will have damaging effects on the blood lining endothelial tissue. So over time, it actually is impairing blood's ability to get to the penis chronically, as well as to other organs of the body.
Dr. Huberman raises the topic of sexual health, which is frequently overlooked in discussions about smoking and vaping. He discusses how smoking and vaping can negatively impact sexual function, mentioning reduced penis size and hindered erectile abilities due to compromised blood flow. Dr. Huberman underscores that the detrimental impacts of nicotine extend beyond specific organs or systems, affecting every cell and organ throughout the body. The harm inflicted upon endothelial cells, crucial for blood distribution in the body, poses a significant worry. Both smoking and vaping result in severe damage to these cells, potentially triggering various health complications such as an elevated susceptibility to heart attacks, strokes, and cognitive decline. Beyond the widely acknowledged risks, Dr. Huberman delves into the less exposed repercussions of diverse forms of tobacco consumption. For instance, the use of chewing tobacco and snuff is linked to a 50% rise in mouth cancer and an increased possibility of cancer affecting the mucosal lining. The alarming statistic is that 12 to 25% of individuals persist in using tobacco despite it being a highly preventable leading cause of death globally. It highlights the urgent need for comprehensive awareness and intervention strategies to control this addiction. With a blend of scientific understanding and practical strategies, Dr. Huberman sheds light on the challenges individuals face when attempting to quit this addiction. Dr. Andrew Huberman provides valuable insights into the complexities of quitting and the often underestimated hurdles associated with withdrawal.
So because these nicotine delivery approaches are so terrible for our health, and also because as many as 70% of people who smoke would like to quit, but either feel they can't because they've tried and failed repeatedly often, or because it's just too scary, meaning the reinforcing properties are too strong and therefore they can't imagine living without them, or the withdrawal effects are too strong and they can't imagine living with those.
Approximately 70% of smokers express a genuine desire to quit, signifying a widespread acknowledgement of the health risks associated with tobacco use. However, the addictive properties of nicotine and the ensuing withdrawal effects make this effort a formidable task. Dr. Huberman's insights reveal that only 5% successfully quit, and a staggering 75% experience relapse within the first week. This stark reality underscores the need for a deeper understanding of the challenges of quitting. Withdrawal symptoms, the body's response to the absence of nicotine, manifest within the hours of cessation. Feelings of agitation and intense cravings arise as dopamine levels drop below baseline. The abrupt decline in dopamine levels during withdrawal creates a physiological and psychological struggle for those attempting to quit.
Well then, is there hope for quitting smoking, vaping, snuffing, or dipping? And the short answer, fortunately, is yes. There are excellent ways to do that, and some of them are single event treatments.
In addressing these challenges, Dr. Huberman arms individuals with practical and dynamic strategies for liberating themselves from the grip of smoking or vaping, recognizing the multifaceted nature of addiction. Dr. Huberman offers a range of approaches, providing a comprehensive toolkit for those seeking freedom from nicotine. Dr. Huberman introduces the intriguing avenue of hypnosis, particularly self-hypnosis, as a viable strategy for quitting nicotine, with a successful rate of 23% after just one session. This alternative approach taps into the power of the mind to reshape habits and perceptions. As a recommendation for those seeking unconventional yet effective methods, Dr. Huberman suggests exploring Joshua Lysek's Train Ride to Greatness. This resource provides psychological and motivational support through a guided journey towards a smoke-free life. For individuals seeking a pharmacological approach, Dr. Huberman discusses bupropion, also known as Wellbutrin. This medication, with a reported 20% success rate, aids in managing withdrawal symptoms. Dr. Huberman emphasizes the need for caution, discussing potential side effects such as seizures and contraindications and benzodiazepines. Nicotine patches and gum are suggested as tools to maintain controlled nicotine levels in the bloodstream. Dr. Huberman acknowledges these options as valuable tools to ease the transition to a nicotine-free life. Transdermal patches in particular are highlighted for providing a steady state of dopamine throughout the day, potentially alleviating withdrawal symptoms. Dr. Huberman introduces the concept of cycling cessation approaches each week, a dynamic strategy to intermittently reward the dopamine system. This adaptive method recognizes the diverse needs of individuals and offers a flexible approach to quitting. Dr. Huberman issues a cautionary note regarding the relationship between alcohol consumption and smoking relapse, acknowledging the high risk of relapse when drinking. He urges individuals to be aware of this interplay and adjust their goals accordingly if the aim is to quit smoking successfully. As Dr. Huberman unpacks these practical strategies, he underscores the importance of tailoring approaches to individual preferences and circumstances, acknowledging the multifaceted nature of addiction. He promotes a customized toolset comprising components from behavioral science, neurology, and psychology to help people achieve their goals of quitting smoking and vaping. Dr. Huberman offers a variety of choices, ranging from self-hypnosis to pharmaceutical interventions. This allows people to select tactics that best suit their requirements. Breaking free from vaping and smoking is undoubtedly challenging, but armed with Dr. Andrew Huberman's insights, individuals can approach the journey strategically. Understanding the nature of nicotine, the dangers of vaping, and the harms associated with various delivery methods is the first step. People can take back control of their lives and health with a thorough approach to quitting and treating withdrawal symptoms. Even though giving up smoking and vaping will not be easy, the road is worthwhile in the long run for a better, healthier life. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, share it with your friends, family, or anyone who may benefit from understanding the complexities of nicotine and the dangers of smoking and vaping. Don't forget to subscribe to stay updated with our channel for more informative content that can make a positive difference in your lives.